Let's look at how memories may affect our identity. What is the nature of memories? As we know, they are composed of pictures, sounds, smells, feelings, and emotions that we remember from the past. We tend to classify memories in a binary way, as either pleasant or unpleasant, and we cling to them in part because we regard them as the tapestry of our lives. Some would go so far as to say that life is not worth living without memories, and that it is our thoughts and memories that give our lives significance, importance, and meaning. Further, we may believe that the sum total of our memories is who we are. A song comes on the radio, and all at once we are transported back to a time when we felt happier and find ourselves lost for a while in nostalgia. Another kind of memory gets triggered when we hear a certain tone in someone's voice that evokes a state of fear based on a past trauma, and we're thrown back into that experience as if it were happening all over again. These are just some examples of how quickly we can become immersed in the past and how we are jarred out of present time. Also, there are the subtler memories that get activated throughout our day that we may not even be conscious of. We may find ourselves experiencing a varied range of feelings and emotions without realizing how or where they came from. You wake up feeling great and ready to take on anything that comes your way, and suddenly feel terrible and wonder what happened. Memories live in our body-mind and play in the subconscious all day long, like random tunes on a jukebox. Our feelings and emotions run the scale from joyous to deep sadness, and knowingly or not are the result of memories being activated from our past. How can this not be exhausting and debilitating? People tend to believe that they are present most of the time. But if one is experiencing a constant flow of memories, both conscious and unconscious, then we may not know how deeply compromised our presence really is. Living in the present means that one's awareness is completely centered in the here and now. One is not worrying about the future or thinking about the past. When you live in the present, you're living where life is happening right now. Many people have experienced this, but given what we've talked about, you may begin to discover that we are living fully in the present far less than we realize. Surgeons, painters, dancers, athletes, artists, etc., have described the experience of being fully present as being in the zone. What are some of the qualities of presence? There's a focused attention on the matter at hand. One feels one is not bound by time. One feels that all that exists is now. They report that they feel most alive and creative in these moments. Suffice it to say, no matter what we do in life, giving it our utmost attention and awareness brings us closer to living in the present more frequently. Being present enables us to have more vitality and aliveness and the freedom to create because we are not hampered by the past or future. We can be more attentive to the needs of the moment, whether it's the work we're doing or when we're spending time with one another. We are not saying that memories have no place in our lives. But when we define ourselves by these memories, we become very limited and unable to experience the higher state of presence. Memories actually block being in that state. Their value is that they serve as great reference points when attempting to relate to others and to provide data or information based on our own experience. They can help us learn life lessons. We obviously need memory to function in the world, such as driving, learning to read and speak a language, making numerical calculations and recognizing danger, remembering names, etc. But this type of use of memory is not a problem. It does not have to define us. When we are defined by memories, we experience the drama and emotion of memories over and over, and it is this that blocks our ability to live fully in each moment. The blockage is not the memory in and of itself. Reliving painful moments and not having resolved the resulting grief or being preoccupied in nostalgia is what causes memories to usurp the present. How does one learn to live more in the present? Each time we become consciously aware that our attention has been pulled away from the present moment is in itself a movement toward presence. These moments of awarenesses are the building blocks to being more present to the life we're living now. The more observant we become to the fact that our attention and focus has been pulled away, the more quickly we can snap back into being present. Ironically, it is the very act of observing, becoming aware, that brings us into present time. The more we practice this, the more we will be able to live in the present, and the more normal this new state will feel.